houses and thin forest in those hills. When I was child, I used to get exposed to sun with the intention to increase my body temperature so that my mom will declare that I have got fever and I don't have to go to school. In that process, I have captured the color of the sky of that time which now seems to fade away. When I was child, I used to watch stars and moon before going to bed. But now I have to wait till late night or have to wake up 4 a.m. every another day to get not perfect as I used to see when I was child but satisfying shot. My ultimate goal of sharing my story to all of you guys is to remind you all that we all have faced similar type of change in our surrounding. Take your age and then subtract 10 years from your age and imagine your life at that subtracted age which is already gone and compare with your today's life. I'm pretty much sure that you all definitely got a lot of differences. I'm not talking about your lifestyle, but the differences between what you have to see at that time and what you have to see now. If you have find any differences, then cheers. You are the character of the story which I recently completed. Everything, every aspect is changing and was changing as per my observation, which I call it all the rapid unmanaged change of everything, which is because of rapid population growth. The total number of people living in any particular place is known as population of that place. It is dynamic in nature. The rapid population growth results in overpopulation, which is the root of almost every problem. The major problem of this century and upcoming century, which is overpopulation, is the subject that no one is concerned about, except some very few peoples around the world. Moti Nisani, the man who belongs to very few peoples around the world who is concerned with the problem that is overpopulation, has the citizenship of America and also holds degree in genetics, philosophy and psychology, and also have decent smile and handsome face. He loves to write, and till now he had written a lot of famous essay. He was the writer of the essay Too Long-Term Problem, Too Many People, Too Few Trees, of which I'm gonna talk about now. As I mentioned earlier, population is dynamic in nature. Its size and rate of growth are key element in environmental change. Talking about population growth rate of this era is very high, which made 1500 old scientists in 1992 to sign the old scientist warning to humanity. By mentioning this information, the essay of Nisani goes very simply talking about how human beings slowly destroying Earth. He mentioned that human activity inflict harsh and often irreversible damage on the environmental and on critical resources. He mentioned that we are getting a lot of serious problem which doesn't even exist in our grandparent time. Not only we human beings, but also every creature on this planet is getting a lot of serious problem. According to Nisani, our future generations won't be able to see very unique creature of this time, like we have not seen every creature seen by our ancestor. He mentioned that we are surrounded by signs of global environmental decline and also said that the existing existence of this great unique beauty doesn't even matter to us, which is actually true. Problem like ozone layer depletion, greenhouse effect, climate change, unplanned industrialization and unplanned urbanization, soil erosion, rise in sea level, melting of ice, overuse of radioactive substances, acid rain, loss of renewable resources, and desertification are proceeding apace in this era. According to him, every hour 10,000 people get added to the total population of this world. In his view, two long-term problem, which is none other than too many people and too few trees, can lead humanity to our worst point ever. He had spelled the truth which had given me goosebumps and sleep with a nightmare. You can see how rapidly the total population of this earth, our earth, is increasing from this graph. He had even taken example of our motherland Nepal by predicting that the total population of Nepal will be 46 million by the year 2026. We have not reached very far from the time when the total forest of this earth used to cover 40% of the total earth land, but now is only 25% and is still decreasing. He mentioned that small problem of tomorrow uh, can small he mentioned that small negligence of today can be big problem of tomorrow, and had brought a lots of example in that essay of our human negligence and its bad consequence. He reminds us that we are the first generation to feel the impact of climate change and also the last generation that can do something about it. Before reading this essay, I had never ever taken overpopulation as a problem, because I think like we when we get more people, we get more brains, more potential, more innovation and ideas. But he had also changed my vision over it.